Hello everyone, welcome back. We're at GDR Festival today and I thought I'd start here with all the Nismo GTRs. We've got 3 of them, maybe we've got more, I don't know. I don't know which one's my favorite. They all look the same. This one's got like a matte grey paint job to it. Maybe it's a wrap, who knows. These things are limited edition. Let's have a look at this one. So this obviously belongs to Cultura Auto Lifestyle. I'm not sure what they do. What is it? Car storage, detailing. Okay, vehicle detailing. Oh, all 3 of them do. Or maybe they're just storing it for them. Who knows? But this one's really cool. Let's have a look at this one. It's got massive Nismo badges, coloured rims. No, it's cool stuff. I don't know much about these, because they're spec'd out a certain way, so you can just sort of look at them and appreciate them. I like the titanium exhaust tips on this one. Check them out. Look, if I'm being honest, I do prefer this colour now. It's like a blue Nardo grey. Nice. And then we have Kanye West's car, the Mercy. It's not bad. It's automatic. These were the last of the Lamborghinis that you could option into a manual with a clutch. So 12 cylinders with a manual gearbox. That's insane. But obviously this one isn't like that, and that's all right. It is GDR Fest, but we do see a few other cars. Let's see if we can go find someone to talk to about their car. So we got something even more insane than the Nismos. We've got 2 N1s. It's like $500,000 each. You know what's more insane than that? Look how closely they're parked. So $500,000. How you going? Not too bad. One of these your cars? Oh, okay, fair enough. One day, yeah. So we got one of 38 and one of 18, both in white. Similarly spec'd. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference if you just looked at them, except for the number plate. N1 GTR, GTR N1. No, it doesn't tell you much. But I think this is probably even more rare and more insane than those other cars. And the only reason I'm saying that is because it's on stilts. So obviously something special to it. Which one is it? 400 or something. 400R. So even if you don't like R33s, you got to like this one. This one's really nice. I don't know where the owners are. I want them to tell me about the car. It looks pretty normal apart from the paint job, right? Apart from the stickers. The wheels are different. That's a clean bottom end. Oh, another N1. I think this is the N1 section. We got R32 N1, another R33 N1. But this one doesn't have a little tag to tell us how many, what it is. This is 1 of 11. I don't know if they only made 11 or, the other however many crashed. R33, it's really nice. And they got another R34 N1. Why isn't this over there with the other one? I wonder why. I don't know. So I thought we had enough of N1s over there, but there's a whole line of them all here. So we're starting with the 32, and this one's on. I think the owner's sitting inside. I don't know. He's showing off the car. Sounds cammed. I don't know if it comes stock like that. How you going? Is this your car? Your dad's? Dad up for a chat? We're gonna ask Dad if he's up for a chat.
It's actually not my car.
Whose is it?
It's Peter's.
Where's Peter? All right, we got Peter here, and I'm gonna hand him the mic. Here you go, Peter.
Oh, thank you.
How you going, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yes.
Not too bad. So this is your N1.
It is.
Can you tell me what N1 is?
N1 cars were produced primarily to go racing by Nissan, so they have some significant differences. They have a very thin layer of paint for weight saving. They didn't have any ABS or air conditioning, only by option. So many of them went from production straight into racing. Not all of them did, so we have a number of N1s that have been imported into Australia. They're all numbered. This is number 59 out of 158 total.
How long have you had this car for?
About 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Have you done anything to it, or you've left it as is?
Basically left it as is, just routine maintenance, I mean, it's 1992, so 30 years old.
Yep.
So I've recently done the bushing in the rear suspension. I'm about to replace the turbos. It's running okay, but going to replace the turbos. But otherwise, no, they're incredibly reliable. It's got a special cam in it and special turbo, so
yeah,
it makes,
you could hear it.
Yeah, it's lumpy.
Yeah, you could hear the lumpy idle before.
It makes 280 kilowatts on the dyno.
280 kilowatts.
Yeah.
And that's all right.
That's not bad. I mean, it's not super hot, but...
So it's your weekend car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for quick weekends.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. And do you have any other cars that you want to show us?
I've got 2 more over there.
Let's go for a walk.
Okay.
Oh, wow. These 2?
Yeah, these 2. So this is a 1967 Prince. As you can see, it's a 2-litre straight 6 with triple Weber carburetors, 5-speed gearbox, limited slip diff, disc brakes. And you have to understand this is mid 1960s. So this car was designed by Prince to go racing. And in the 1966 Grand Prix in Japan, they took out from 2nd through to 6th place, only beaten by a 904 Porsche.
So this is quite advanced for its time, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So disc brakes all around, and you've restored this yourself, or you bought it like this?
This one I bought as you see it.
Yep.
It was an Australian delivered car, only 300 came to Australia, and we estimate maybe 50 left in the country, but most of them in poor condition.
Prince is what Nissan was called before?
No, Prince, the name was devised after the Second World War. The former company was an aircraft company, and after the war they went into manufacturing cars, and they established the name Prince. What happened was that in 1966, the Japanese government said that the larger manufacturers had to take over the small manufacturers to consolidate the industry.
Right.
So Nissan took over Prince. Prince was way more advanced in their racing technology than Nissan was.
And would you say that Prince eventually became Nismo?
That's a good point. I mean, the engineers of Prince
Yep.
carried all the way through from this to the Hakosuka next door, all the way through to the R32.
Yep.
And a guy called Sakura was the chief engineer. He's in the Japanese Automotive Hall of Fame. Very significant. People don't understand the significance of Prince in terms of racing. GTR, the name Skyline came from Prince, not from Nissan. And this car here, even though they were only badged as Nissan, was actually designed by Prince.
And I have to say, I like the R32, I like this one as well, but this has to be my favorite. This
They've got good taste.
This is amazing. And so two-door,
Yes.
which is very rare. It's an original GTR?
No, this is a tribute. So
Okay.
The body shell is the same as the GTR.
Yep.
The major difference was that the genuine GTR had a twin cam motor.
Right, and this one has?
This has a straight six.
Yep.
But it makes twice as much horsepower as the original GTR.
As the original, fair enough.
Thanks to modern technology.
What about, did you build this? Or?
Yes, I did.
You built this?
Yeah.
So you put the flares on, the fat tires?
Some of it came from Japan.
Yep.
But basically, I bought the car in Japan, brought it out here, and did a bare metal restoration. So I put the wheels,
Yep.
added the flares. The interior is bespoke. They're Recaro seats, but done to look like 70s racing Japanese seats. Retrimmed the rear to match.
Yep, and I love this subway handle that you put in there as well.
Yep.
So a bit of JDM.
A bit of JDM.
That's it.
The engine is 3.1 litre stroked. It makes about 400 horsepower.
Which engine is it?
It's an L series.
L series. Can you show us? Or?
I can show you.
100%.
The other significant thing is
Yep.
I put this on airbags.
Oh, it's on bags.
Yeah, and there's no go-to manual to do that, but that's why it sits so low.
You
But
figured it out yourself, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's awesome,
when you
man.
start it up, it raises up.
Yep.
Because at the moment the sump's only about 50 mil off the road, so it raises up when you start it up, and it's a pleasure to drive. You know, really nice. Comfortable.
This is a very cool car, man. This is really nice.
Yeah, I got carried away with this one.
No, you
I'll
need
open up the
to.
bonnet.
You definitely. And how long have you had this one for?
Probably 7 years from start.
7 years
But
from start.
It took about 1 year for the resto, and then about another 12 months to sort it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Oh, that is beautiful.
yeah, it's a bit special, but if you look down there, you can see how close the sump is
Yep.
to the road. So
Definitely can't drive like that, huh?
no.
And it's braced. Well, you got the carby on there.
Yeah, triple carbies. Started life as a 2.8. It's
Yep.
been bored and stroked.
Yep.
So it makes about 400 horsepower, which is pretty good.
400 horsepower. And how old is the engine?
You mean originally or
Originally.
now?
Originally.
Originally, well, that would be so late 70s.
Late 70s.
Yeah,
So
going into 80s.
50 years old and 400 horsepower.
Well, this has been built with modern technology.
Of course.
Yeah. So all the right pistons,
it.
rods,
Yeah.
crank.
And I love the details that you've added. So as you said, it was a 2.8 before.
Yes.
But you've had a custom head made, so it has 3.1 on there.
That's right. Yeah.
That's really nice. I like those little details.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail.
This
I
is
can
really
start
nice.
it up and you can see it rise up if you want.
Yes, please. That was cool, and that sounds really, really nice.
Yeah, well, you can see that's cold, but despite the spec, it runs pretty well. And I don't know if you. So that's the drive height.
That's the drive height.
Yeah, that's the drive height. So you don't have to worry about anything, and it's a really comfy ride as well.
Would you daily this?
I could, but
You
at the end
could,
of the
right?
day, it's an old car with a big motor.
Yeah, that's right.
You could. I mean, I've done I've done quite a few Ks, so probably a couple of thousand Ks since I restored it. But
Yep.
yeah, it's not a daily.
Mate, this is
And I use it, but keep it as good as I can for as long as I can.
this is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Good job, man. I haven't seen this car before. You obviously don't bring it out a lot, just because of how valuable and also how much work you've put into it, right?
Yeah, look, I take it out really for events.
Yep.
Sometimes, Skyline Cruise, I'll take it.
Okay.
I've done 300 or 400 K cruise with
Yep.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it's,
Nice,
it's
very
pretty,
nice.
Pretty reliable.
Well, thanks very much for your time, Peter,
Okay.
and you have some amazing cars, and look forward to seeing you next time.
Likewise.
All right, we got a really cool car here, War 34. You know it means business when you got a number plate like that, and we got Bobby over here.
Yeah, nice to meet you, man.
How you going, Bobby?
Good.
Hold the mic.
I got the mic.
You got the mic.
Are you Indian?
Huh?
Indian?
Pakistan.
पाकिस्तान की बात कर रहे हैं पंजाबी
नहीं नहीं पाकिस्तानी जी नहीं करने YouTube से जाना है
पंजाबी च करेंगे यार
पंजाबी से करना मैं translate नहीं कर सकता somewhere
अच्छा
near
पंजाबी च गल करांगे
Tell me about this car, man. It's lumpy, it's angry, and you got a Z-Tune kit on it. How much power does it make?
Look, the car was built by B2R. I initially done it about 10 years ago. It makes about 1,000 horsepower to 1,100 horsepower. More of a cruiser, not much of a racer.
Your daily?
No,
Not your daily.
No, not daily. You don't see these sort of cars daily.
How long have you had the car for?
14 years.
And
It is a replica of a Z-Tune.
all
I
right.
do have the real Z-Tune.
It's a GDR, mate. That's all that matters,
that's
right?
Yeah, that's right.
So you've been building it up for that entire time, or did you buy it a certain way?
No, it was stock standard. I had the inspiration of building a Z-Tune, and I built it. So it's got all the Z-Tune parts on it, as you can see. The other thing is that everyone wants to build GDRs as it is.
Yep.
I built it this way.
Very
So
nice.
I do have the original one at home.
Oh, so you're the guy with the original?
God, I ain't even done the home.
Well, you're the guy with the
Yes,
original Z-Tune.
yes.
Yeah, that's what I saw this because there's
Yeah.
only one in Sydney, right? Found the bloke. I got the connect now. We're gonna visit him because you didn't want to drive that $1 million car.
Correct.
On the
So
road.
that's a good point there. So you can't really drive a Z-Tune around every day, or if you want to take it out somewhere. So I built something that can be driven. And also, more the way I've built it than what Nismo has done. Nismo has done a great job. Aussie, this is Aussie Australian, mate.
This is the A-Tune.
Aussie tune.
Who's it tuned by, did you say? B2R?
B2R Motorsports. Probably know the guys.
Yes.
Punjabi, yeah.
Looks like you're about to go.
I'm gonna go, guys. Looks like we're gonna have to do a special interview. You won't see me roll racing with this car, maybe.
Nice. That's the number plate. But the car is also nice. It's not a wrap. What is this? This is like Need for Speed, the final color that you unlock, the chameleon color. This is that. This is really cool. It looks gold and green from one angle, and then you got like purple highlights. I don't know where you're gonna see the purple on the camera. It just depends on where you're looking, how you're looking at it. What GTR is this? What kind of GTR is this? It's a V-Spec. It's a V-Spec with N1 kit on there. N1 kits are really popular. They look really cool, obviously. Got massive rims. I don't know what rims they are. Enki, made in Japan, probably forged. Full respray. He's taken the whole engine out, taken everything out. So open door respray. But yeah, it's very cool. I don't know where the owner is, so I can't tell you much more about it. Got a legend from roll racing here. We got Mr. RHM. Hold on, here's the mic. How you going, mate?
Good, man. How are you?
Not too bad. I've already done an interview for you.
Yes.
So obviously things have changed in the car since then.
Bit of a change, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So here's the car.
Yep.
And you've done something today, haven't you? I missed it. I couldn't record it.
We went out today for our first full pass and we managed to do an 8.2 at 177 mile an hour with the 1.560s. That there is the fastest manual R34 records. Super happy with that.
So you're obviously pressing the clutch, shifting,
Right in the
depressing
clutch, all on,
all
handbrake
of that.
up, trying
Mate, you're going
to
full old school, huh?
full old school, yeah.
And
yep.
just remind us how much power it makes.
On the hub dyno, we made 1744. Today at the track, I think we're probably around that 1600 mark. So there's still
It's a
room
fair
to play.
amount of power, huh?
It is, yeah.
So you must have like a massive left leg from the heavy duty
100
clutch.
spin, just hold that clutch in,
Do you want to walk us around the car?
Yeah, come, let's do it.
Before you turn it off, we'll just show the viewers. We're going to let the viewers hear what it sounds like. Sounds alright, eh? Here you go.
It sounds a bit angry. All right, we'll switch it off. The biggest change from last time.
Yep.
Last time I seen you, we had a smaller turbo on it. So
That's a monster, that
it is. It's a lot bigger.
What is that?
We,
Mate, that's a dinner plate. The
Yeah.
size of the front
Yeah.
is a dinner plate.
Yeah,
so
it is.
before you had a
we had a Precision 8085.
Yep.
Now we have a Pro Mod 88 Gen 2.
80, so 80, 85, so 80 mil front.
Yeah.
And now how many mil the
That's
front?
an 88 mil front now.
That's 8 millimeters.
Yeah.
But it makes a big
a
difference.
huge difference.
It's a huge difference
Yeah.
because it's like a weird curve, isn't it, for turbos? Like
Yeah.
if you go 1 millimeter up, it's like
Yeah.
20 or 30%
Yeah.
or
Yes,
something
that's
like
right.
that. Yeah, no, it looks very cool, man.
Yeah.
So Pro Mod,
Pro Mod,
but
Pro
you got a
Mod Gen
precision,
2.
you got a precision cover on there.
It is a precision.
Oh, is it Pro Mod Precision?
Yes. Precision have a series of turbos, they call them the Pro Mods.
Right.
So yeah.
Makes sense.
So,
Okay.
88 mil being the smallest,
Yep.
I think it goes up to 106 from memory. I'm not too sure, but yeah, that information could be wrong.
My car's naturally aspirated, so I don't know anything about that.
Smart man, better.
Yeah. So, can you tell us a bit about the block? So it's a billet block, is it?
Yeah, so billet block. I'm not too sure if I had a cast block back when we last spoke, but we might have been billet then. But it's a billet block with a 3.4 litre.
3.4 litre.
Last time we may have been 3.2. I'm not too sure, but we were 3.4 litre.
RB34.
Yeah.
We've got Nav over here. He's trying to run away
Perfect
from the
timing.
camera. So this is Mr. Tuna over here. All right. And he's going to walk us through because Romanos rocks up to the shop. He rocks up to B2I and he's like, "Hey, make my car faster." And it's Nav or Navi?
Navi.
Navi, sorry.
Nav, whatever you want to call
Nav?
it.
Nav's a singer, right?
Yeah, he is actually.
He's
he's
a
actually
singer as
pretty
well.
good.
This
Which
is
I
actually
think,
Nav the singer. You obviously know a lot more about this car than me,
Yep.
right? So I'm going to get you to talk and tell me like what makes this car the monster it is at roll racing.
The monster is, okay, number one is the driver. The driver helps a lot.
Let's go.
Okay, so that's probably the first thing. You can build a car however much horsepower you want, you know.
But if you don't have the right driver,
if you don't have the right driver, you're not going to go anywhere.
Yep. Yeah. 100%.
Second of all, it comes down to the engine combo, and it depends what you use it for. Obviously, the car's built for roll racing, so
Yeah.
we've got the engine combo's right, the turbo's right for the
Yep.
the gearing's actually right for the
Yeah, because
track,
it's engine and gearbox, right? You can
Correct.
have like a 2,000 horsepower engine,
Yep.
but if you have a shitty gearbox, it's not going to do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you don't have the right ratios, all
Yep.
that kind of stuff, your wheel combo.
Yep.
You got to put all these into aspect, so
100%.
everything has to line up.
And
Also tuning as well.
tuning as well.
Tuning.
That's where this guy comes in. Sit on the.
I don't do that.
You don't
yeah,
do.
No.
Oh, Ben
I
does
build
it.
the motors.
Oh, you build the motors.
Yeah,
Okay.
So Av does the tuning
Yep.
and Benny.
Yep.
And Benny does a lot of the electrical.
Av's your brother.
As my brother.
As your
older
brother, okay.
Yeah, so Benny
Okay.
does all the electrical
Okay.
wiring and setting up. And,
Yep.
setting the cars up and all that kind of stuff. And Av does the tuning. Making horsepower is one thing, but putting it down is another thing.
Yeah.
Especially on a road surface.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unprepped
it's-
surface, right?
Unprepped surface, yeah.
Because on the drag surface, they put something down to make it sticky.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. But well, here we can run whatever it makes, 1700 horsepower.
Yeah, but
which
to
is
put it
fine.
down at-
to put it down there, it's a bit tricky.
Yep.
Having boost per gear, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
You got to account for. You can't just go out with a full power and
Yeah.
sliding left and right, thinking this is
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I'm going fast, but you're actually going slower.
Yeah.
So that's what.
So I was talking to Romanos. He's got a massive left leg because of the clutch that he's pressing down
Yeah,
and
yeah.
holding, right? A lot of people have the power glides, and you've opted not to go for that. What's the deal there?
A real man can drive a manual car.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's where the
Driver
driver
man-
comes in, right?
Exactly right.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Are you gonna take it out again, or is that it for today?
We can't take it out today because he'd done a first run. He wasn't supposed to do a full pass, but he got a bit too excited and done a full pass. It went 8.2 at 177 miles.
Oh, and then you have to put a cage in,
We
right?
have to put a cage in, correct?
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't put all the power in. We were
Yeah.
supposed to just be testing 60 footers. But,
Yeah.
Romanos, Ravine Romanos.
Yeah.
Full send.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I took the sticker off already and I
Okay.
said, you can't come back until
Oh,
it's fully
fair
caged and
enough.
take.
Okay.
Which
Fair
is,
enough.
Fair enough.
So it's a proper fast car. IHM is
Proper
a proper
fast.
8
proper
seconds.
fast straight car.
8 second.
8 second, yeah. 8.2.
Aircon as well, right?
It's got aircon, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because
got
I
all
think
the
last time
factory
he was talking about he's going to put an electronic aircon in. He
Yeah,
had ordered
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, so he's got the electronic
Yeah.
aircon kit,
Yeah.
which is pretty good on a hot day.
Yep.
Like,
And does the job.
does the job perfect, man. No issues.
This is Navi, B2R. Go follow them as well.
No worries.
Thanks very
Thank
much
you
for your
very
time.
much,
man. Appreciate
Legend.
it. Does my hair look all right? Yeah, I'm sure it does. We've got Garrett over here. They make turbos. Let's have a look at the turbos. Let's see some turbos. We got little tiny small one. I don't know what you put this on. Maybe a postie bike. Ford Ranger. Ford Rangers have these turbos. What's your name?
Paul
Hass. Nice to meet you.
from Garrett.
Here you go. That's Paul from Garrett. That's Paul from Garrett. He's going to tell us about the turbo. So this is a Ford Ranger turbo.
That's Ford Ranger. So what we've got here is just a sample of our range.
Yep.
So this is our Power Max range. So
Yep.
Power Max range is direct bolt-on.
Okay.
So not only for Ford Rangers, Colorados, Land Cruisers,
Yep.
but also VW Golf. We've got stage 1, stage 2.
Yep.
So it's a direct replacement performance turbocharger.
Okay.
Whereas these are all universal performance turbochargers.
Yep.
Depending on the horsepower that you want, where you can fit it,
Yep.
whether you want an internal wastegate or
Yep.
whether you want to run an external wastegate.
Yep.
So yeah, and then it goes up in sizes and range.
Look, these are really nice and all, right? It's just stock swaps, right? But what I'm really interested in
It's this big one down here.
is this massive turbo
Everyone's
right here.
interested in that, yeah.
This is the turbo you need to put on any car, all right?
So that's the biggest in our range. So that's the G57 3000.
G57 3000. Is that rated to 3000 horsepower?
3,000 horsepower for one.
Yep.
And they normally run 2 of them in the big V8s.
So, in a V8 car,
Yep.
say like a 4-litre V8 car, how long would this take to spool up? Like how many revs?
You would actually probably find it very difficult to spool that up.
So it's really difficult. So
Yeah,
you need a
it's-
shot of
yeah.
nitrous to get this thing
And
going?
a 4 litre.
Yeah, a full.
Now, if it was a 7 litre, then no
Yep.
dramas. You know.
So the street cars obviously don't run this. Are you talking about the
no,
drag
no,
cars?
they're just drag cars.
They're just proper
yeah.
drag cars.
Also, the rotaries, they've got a lot more airflow than a normal engine.
Rotaries are able
Yeah.
to do that. Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough. And how much does this set you back?
Well, it varies on depending on which housing you've got to go on it, which
Yeah.
one you go on it.
Yeah.
It sort of starts at about 9,500
9,000
retail.
Yep.
Up to about 12,000.
$12,000. Oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
9 to 12 grand. That's all right.
You have 2 of them, and they don't normally run an air cleaner on them as well. So
It's just a net, right?
Yeah,
Mate,
they
it'll
get
suck in
damaged.
children and birds, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Look at this. This is what you want to get. Chuck it on your Honda Civic. Thanks very much for
No
your time.
problems.
Appreciate it. There's cool little turbos. Oh, massive turbos, actually. Wonder if we can find a nitrous stand. Love looking at nitrous. All right, that's a loud car. So as you can see, I've got a Rode microphone, and we have the rodent. This is something insane. So I think this makes like 700 kilowatts. Yeah, it does. It does. It makes 700 kilowatts. My cameraman is saying it's not 700. Hold on. Let me go to the power tune page. Yeah, it's 700 kilowatts. Hold on. 700 kilowatts, bro. Or maybe it's horsepower. I don't know. We'll see. Hold on. Let's get to the power tune Facebook page. Huh? Did he say it? He works for Power Tune. Person who he's run off. Power Tune Australia. What's that? We've got an Eva here at GTR Fest. Hold on, where is it? The road car. Where is it? Oh yeah, it is. It's 740 horsepower. My bad. That's still a lot. 500 and something kilowatts from a 3-cylinder 1.3. There he is. We found this guy. How you going, mate?
Good, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. What's your name?
Peter.
Nice to meet you, Peter. Hold the mic. Excellent. So Peter knows a bit more about this car than I do. Peter, what's going on here? You got the rodent.
Yeah.
So you made it for Rode, the microphones.
Yes, yes.
Can you tell them
Yeah,
to? Yeah.
yes.
Can you tell them to sponsor me, please? 1.3 litre engine.
Almost 6.
Still not that much. It's
Small.
it's tiny, right? 3 cylinders. How big are the cylinders? Like tiny as well, or
Pretty small, yes.
And you've extracted 740 horsepower. How'd you do that?
We just did it.
Is there a massive turbo cell hiding somewhere here, or
No,
how big?
have a look. It's not a big one. It's pretty small.
And so, is
little
that
bit of
with
nitrous.
What's the shot of nitrous?
Like ECU.
Yep.
I mean, that's it, yeah. Just
That's-
a bit of boost,
Yep.
bit of nitrous, and
Does the job. So what are they going to do with this car? They make microphones, but they got a race car.
he drops off microphones.
He
to
drops
his
the
customers.
microphones. So a Rode, whenever I need a microphone, you better deliver to me in this, all right? And what gearbox does it have in there?
This one's an X-Shift sequential.
Actually, so swapped it out from the original.
Yes.
And what about the transfer case? Is it the original transfer case?
Original,
or
yeah.
Coloured wheels, matte paint job. Does the job. Thanks, bro. horsepower. This bloke, he wanted to participate in GTR Festival, but his car wasn't finished, so he just brought the shell. If you don't know, this is what it looks like without anything in there. There's not much to look at. And then we have the next stage, right here. No, this is an R32. So these things take a long time to build because, you know, all the components are so unique, but it's quite cool. Look at this one. An R34 Reaper, RB32. I love it when they do that. They customize the front cover. So it's a 3.2 litre engine. Look at this turbo shroud, the heat shroud that they have on there. That's really nice. Didn't put a sock on there. They just decided to put that instead. Quite a cool car. So you can find something else. So we've got a really cool car here from Precision Racing. This is a R35 GTR. This is on a PR20 package, actually tuned to methanol. So 2,000 horsepower from a V6 engine. And this is a street car, but it's also a drag car. We'll see if we can find Regan. So we found Regan. So this is Regan. Here you go, mate. Can you tell us a bit about this car?
Built for Precision Racing, 2,000 horsepower.
2,000 horsepower on methanol or E85?
Methanol, methanol, and then we just run E85 for the street. It's ran a 7.8.
That was low boost?
Yeah, and slow mile per hour. We
Yeah.
backed off half track. Fully teched, parachute, roll cage, fire suppression system. Still got everything, daily drives.
Do you take this to work?
I actually pick up the kids every day from school. And the missus drives it, a bit of fun.
Easy to drive, right?
Drives like stock.
Drives like stock. Can you show us the engine?
Yeah.
Could you show us what drives like stock actually looks like?
It actually looks stock in here. That's the thing.
Look at that. PR20. That's a badge you don't see often, do you?
Nah, it's the only PR20 he's built.
Tell me a bit about the methanol. So obviously to get that much power out of 6 cylinders, you need to, do you need to flush the system and then put the methanol
so
in?
we run an E85 to the street, and then
Yep.
when we take it back, chuck it on the dyno, put in methanol, but it's a bit of a tricky system. Like, can't just change it back over in a second.
Yeah, yeah.
It takes a while.
A lot of people don't know the behind the scenes of what happens in a race street car, right?
Everyone just thinks, oh, let's just change the fuel.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just flush the tank.
Yeah.
It's
a lot more difficult than that.
yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
not cheap, but
you love what you do?
yeah, gotta
And
love
a
it.
race car, right?
Love-hate relationship.
There.
Street car.
Street car, sorry. Street car. Thanks for your time.
Perfect.
And we'll see you next time, all right?
Cheers.
We've got an Instagram famous car here, the Overlord. So if you follow the induction club from back then, JJ took me for a spin in this. Back when it wasn't the Overlord, back when it was I think it was RB26 or something like that, and it had like kebab tech on there or halal tech. But now look at it. It's looks like a billet block with a huge turbo. Got a lobster tail hanging out the back of that turbo, and they're doing some last bit of work to it. And skinny front tires, fat rear tires, a lot of work. Let's just check inside quickly. Yeah, it's full drag car setup. Really cool stuff. Good, mate, yourself? All right, so we have the best GTR. What is it? Best GTR of the festival? Well, we'll ask Josh what it is. But this is really cool. I love R32 GTRs. What year is this?
It's a 94 model.
This is?
So I'm Josh from Norrie Factory. We're down from Yeppoon, Queensland, and we won R32 GTR, best R32 GTR here. Pretty stoked. Wasn't expecting to win it, so I'm super happy. But I'll tell you a little bit about the car. 94 model. It's just been resprayed fresh in KH2. Got a Hollinger 6-speed sequential, M-Tron KV8 computer with a full CAN bus and PDM controlling the Atessa unit. And under the hood, we've got a billet block LMGT4s with the endless brakes, so pretty nice.
I always like seeing those brands, like apart from Brembo, because it reminds me of Need for Speed.
That's
you know
right.
how you can like select the
100%.
Yeah,
So I'm a Need for Speed fan, and that's where I actually got it from. It's
Oh,
funny
fair
you
enough.
say
Yeah,
that. It's pretty
yeah.
cool. So everyone goes Brembos or R35
Yes,
brakes, and
yeah.
I went endless.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, thanks. So billet block 3.2 litre.
Yep.
It's got the Hypertune radiator. It's actually a Garrett G40 hidden in a HKS T4R turbo.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a little bit of a sneaky one there.
But look, you need the branding, right? Because
That's right.
that's what these cars are about. You need to have like the aftermarket brands.
Oh, you got it.
I got a mic. Yeah.
You need the aftermarket brands and like the Japanese sort of background where the cars come
That's
from.
right. That's right.
Like the Nismo sort of stuff that I kept with.
Yep.
Nismo, HKS, all
Yep.
that sort of stuff. Mine steering wheel in it.
Oh, mine's steering wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, very
yeah,
nice.
it's pretty
so,
cool.
So the mine's. Have you changed any of the linkage, the steering linkage? Is it like a shorter turn or? is that
No,
still
so
stock?
the stock is still, the steering is all still stock. Loud 34.
Yeah, it's RHM. That's all right. How much power did you say?
So I made just under 700. It's like 680 at the wheels.
And everyone wants me to ask this. Is that a lazy tune?
It's actually maxed the turbo out.
Okay.
But the block is like 1500 horsepower. We've got a Garrett G45 1500 coming.
Yep.
And we hope to make over 1,000
Sounds
on
like
the
a
wheels.
plan.
Yeah.
Do you have any NOS?
Got the NOS buttons installed.
Yep.
And we do have an invoice at home ready to be paid for NOS.
For NOS.
Yeah.
So you're going the old school method. We have to fast and furious. You know, press the buttons on the steering wheel, as opposed to letting the computer.
100%. We're
Yeah.
going old school, wet fogger.
Yep. And you're gonna have all those. Yeah,
Ones
that's
out
cool,
the
man.
wheels, Yeah.
No, look-
I'm an old school JDM
Yeah.
fan, so.
So
yeah.
look, there's a reason why you won the best what is it? Best GTR, right?
Best 32 GTR.
Best 32 GTR. Look,
Yeah.
we all know that R32s are the best GTRs.
They
anyway,
are, aren't they?
Right?
Yeah, correct.
They're the original Godzillas.
They are, yeah.
Everything else that came afterwards is, it's okay.
Yeah,
mate.
it's okay.
This is it.
where it's at.
Uh,
I think it's the lines and the shape
That's
of the
right,
32
yeah.
that make it so popular.
Yep, 100%.
And yeah, it's a beautiful car. So
Definitely.
Thanks for checking it out, guys.
No,
I really appreciate it.
thanks for bringing me over. Look at that. I love this trophy. That's a solid trophy
It
there
is
as well.
too, isn't
Yeah.
it? That's typical Platinum Racing products. Billet, cheers.
So we're here at CRD. They're currently home to the fastest R32 drag car, Jun 2. Sounds like something out of Tekken, right? Jun 1, Jun 2. Look at this one. Worth GTR. I wonder who owns this. Hang on. We've seen some big turbos, and this is an absolutely massive one. These people look like they're the owners, or, you know. This guy looks familiar.
G'day guys, how are you?
Hass, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
What's your name?
My name is Adrian Portelli.
And what do you do for work?
I own LMCT Plus.
And this is your car, War 30, what is
War
it?
GDR.
War
yeah.
GTR.
Yep.
How long have you had this for?
Oh, probably a year and a half. It's been off the road for about a year. Just, got a few little modifications to it. We've got Anthony, the driver.
How you going? Hass? Nice
Celebrity.
Are you busy?
Sorry, mate.
If you're busy, look, you have a McLaren Senna. Why do you have this? Why don't you put this in your lounge?
Nah, I'd rather drive that on the street.
You'd rather drive
That's
this?
fun to drive on the street.
Than the McLaren, right?
It's boring, yeah.
So how much power does this make?
Pushing just shy of 1,700 horsepower.
1,700 horsepower. Do you daily this?
No, it give me a headache driving this.
So what's your daily?
My daily is whatever's in front of the garage, mate. I can take you out easy.
Fair enough.
I prefer a
That's
Bentley, mate. Bentley.
You don't drag race it at all, do you?
No, I haven't taken this out on the track. We
Okay.
did a couple of street runs on it.
On a private road?
Yes.
On a private road in Mexico?
In Mexico, but I'll book out a track and we'll do it privately. I'm not going to do it in front of 5,000 people, you know.
Fair enough.
Taking a car out
May
on the
you
track
skip a
and say,
gear or something like that?
Everyone
Yeah.
will fucking go viral.
Well, thanks very much for your time,
Absolute
bro.
pleasure.
Appreciate
Thank
it. Look at that, War GTR. And yeah, as I was saying, Jun 2. So I don't know how much power this makes, but it's absolutely insane. Look at the size of the wheels on that. Massive. Tires, not wheels. The wheels are tiny. Tires are massive. Look, they were looking at the camera and they were smiling. Masterman, here, hold this.
Hold this.
How you going, mate?
Good, man. How are you?
Not too bad. What's your name?
Zach.
Nice to meet you, Zach. And are you the owner of CRD? Yeah. All right, walk us through Jun 2, the fastest GTR R32 in the world.
As you can see over here, this is June 2 over here. Currently working on it right now.
So they're preparing to go out. So they're doing some last minute checks on the cars, doing their last minute checks because they wanted to go out for another run. Probably won't have time to chat today, but we'll come back. We'll come back. Jun 2, the Dream Crusher. This is Mr. Hawkins' car, the bloke that's running the event. Look at that, nice red engine. Red goes faster. Jet RH9. This one's missing 2 headlights. So I've got Mr. Hawkins here. So we got your car. What is this? Tell me about this car. This is a famous car. This is your shop car, or like the motive car, right?
Yeah, that's right. So we've got a couple of project cars that are long term. This is one of them. We've got a Sylvia Time Attack car we've had for 20 years.
Yep.
I've had this for 12 years. Essentially started as a complete, it actually started as a blown engined car that I paid 10 grand for. And then basically put a bitzer together when I couldn't afford much more than that, and have just done development over the last 11 years or so. And it was a stock bottom end that ran 9s, was what the first thing it was famous for. And then basically just keep progressing, and the goal of the car has just basically always been, how do you build the most drivable, reliable car at that power level? So 600, 700, 800, now 1100.
Is this a street car?
Yeah.
It's a street car?
Yeah.
So can you tell me, look, a lot of people have RH.
Yeah.
What's the go there?
Okay, so RH9 is the real thing, original thing.
Okay.
RH9 stands for Record Holders 9-Second Club. So in Japan in the late 90s, early 2000s, amongst workshops, they started a club called RH9. It was for any car, not just GDRs, any car that ran a 9-second pass on a street tyre that was, I guess, a street car.
Okay.
And that started that club, but then it turned into more where a bunch of workshops became members of Club RH9, where they sold parts as part of Club H9. There was multiple different workshops, including Top Secret.
Yep.
So there was a parts range, but everyone just, in the early 2000s, every GDR owner wanted an RH9 sticker. It meant that you ran a 9 on a street tyre as a street car, and it just kind of grew from there.
Okay.
I've tried to keep that sort of legacy alive. Some people use RH876, but really RH9 just means 9 seconds or better.
Right, record holder.
9-second club, right?
Okay,
so they didn't, the RH8 and all that's just stuff that we've all kind of made up for fun, but RH9 is that. So the whole idea was a 9-second or better street car.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. And obviously jet plates on everything.
And you're missing 2 headlights, making some serious power.
Motive headlight ducts. We've been making them for about 5 or 6 years now. Obviously cool air straight to the turbo. But we actually made it for the other side because some people just wanted a symmetrical look. Of course. We had some guys that had done 2J conversions on R32s, etc. So we just went for that symmetrical look. Because often some people go, oh, I want it to look the same. So instead of having like a twin headlight and that, I just kind of made it like that. So otherwise that one does nothing.
Are you going to drive this car home?
Yeah, drive it to every event in Sydney. The only time we tow it is if we go to like Cootamundra. Or if it's broken.
Fair enough.
Touch wood, it's been pretty good.
No, it's awesome. Well, thanks very much for your time, mate. Appreciate it.
No
Good luck
at
out
all.
there.
Thanks.
Mr. Hawkins, everybody. Very cool car. Let's check out some other cars that are lining up to race. A lot of cars here, GTRs. We've got a Ford here as well. And we've got a Toyota Hilux. It's got a number on there. Land Cruiser. This is also going to go on the drag strip. This probably does like, I don't know, 9 seconds, 10 seconds, who knows. Let's see if any of these boys got some people on the last minute tunes. Keen to chat? Yeah. Laptop man's keen to chat. What's your name?
Homer.
Omar, do you want to hold the mic, Omar? And Omar, which workshop are you with?
Empire Mechanical and Racing.
Very nice. And this is a R33 GTR?
It's a GDST with a Barra.
With a Barra motor in there.
Yeah.
Man, that's a bit heresy. Is that the right word to use? You're putting a Australian motor in a JDM car.
Yeah, it's different.
Yep, definitely different. How much power does it make?
Currently, at the moment now, we're racing at around about 900.
900 horsepower.
Yeah, but the car's made 1100 before.
So it's on a lazy tune at the moment.
It's on a lazy tune. We're just trying to get the owner used to the car.
Yep. And then you're going to pump it up.
Start turning it up, yeah.
Any NOS?
Not at the moment. The car went on its first pass ever, 9.1, 147.
Very nice.
So we're hoping if it goes out now, run at 8 and go from there.
And at what point do you need to put a cage in here?
Probably now.
Probably now?
Yeah.
So you probably do one run.
Probably that, and then we're there.
That's
done.
it.
That's it.
And then you put. Are you going to put a cage in there?
Yeah, it's going to definitely get cage, parachute.
All right, sounds good.
Plans are to go pretty fast, so yeah.
Awesome. Well, looks like you're a bit busy with the last minute tunes on the laptop.
No
but thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Anytime, mate. Anytime.
Thank you. Look at that. You got a Barra in a R33. That's something different. We've got a crowd here. We've got a crowd here. We're gonna talk to. Oh, where are you guys running off to now? Is this the owner, Raja? What do you think of your? Did you ask for the?
It's a long project. Just wanted to try something different. Car's ready now. This is the first time we're here after 3 years.
Are you the one that's going to race it, or you got a driver?
Yeah, I'm the driver.
Did you personally decide to put a Ford motor in there?
Yeah.
Are you a Ford?
I used to have an F6 before.
Yep.
So I kept the engine from that car. So it was a project. It was a long-term project.
No, it's very nice, man.
Empire Mechanical Racing has been doing this for the last 3 years. 5 years
awesome.
actually.
5 years. So it's 5 year build. It's all going to lead up to this one pass, huh?
Yep.
Well, thanks very much, man. Good luck out there, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Look at that. That's very cool. Yeah, I don't think this Land Cruiser? Yeah, I don't think that's actually gonna do a drag race. We got other cars. We've got funny cars there as well. I think they're called funny cars. So this is I don't know. This is a funny car. Someone correct me. We've got a Mazda MX-5. So what's your name?
Anne-Marie.
Nice to meet you, Anne-Marie.
Nice to meet you.
You got an MX-5. Normally people use this as a starter car to have a bit of fun with, take it out on the skid pan. You've tubbed it, or I don't know, you probably removed the entire rear end and put massive tyres on there, skinny tyres at the front, and put a rotary in there, obviously, being from Pack. How much power does it make?
Manual, how much power does this thing make?
It makes a lot. How quick does it go down the straight?
Fastest ET, 740.
740. That's pretty quick for an MX-5. Do you ever drive it?
No, not me.
You've never driven it? Well, what do you drive?
I've got an RX-7.
She's a rotary fan. Where's boss man? Or second in charge?
Get here.
All right, we got that's the boss lady. This is the second in charge.
Hey, how you going?
Not too bad. What's your name?
Lee.
Nice to meet you, Lee. This is the driver of this MX-5.
Yes.
Was this your first ever car? Did you take it onto the skid pan and then decide that you want to go really fast?
No. I had an NA MX-5 previously.
Yep.
Which went 9 seconds, and
Yep.
then went to Pack Performance and bought a NB, which this is actually a 10AE, so
Yep.
10th anniversary edition.
Yep.
And then it's always been a drag car. I've always been drag racing.
Yep. You got a big hole in the bottom. What's this for?
Air intake for the turbo, but because it's behind the turbo,
Yep.
it was actually losing power. So
you put it in a.
It should be here more, but there's no room. So
Fair
there
enough.
was actually like a ram that went out. But
Oh, that looks cool. Anyway,
Yeah.
how much power is it making?
they don't tell me.
They don't tell you.
No, they don't
they
tell
just tell you it goes fast.
That's it. They just drive the car.
And how many rotors are in this
It's
engine?
a two rotor.
Two rotor.
Yeah, so it makes in
huge
excess
turbo.
of 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah, and you're getting.
Don't
Can you
open
pop
the
the one?
bottom.
I thought maybe because we're lining up, we.
No, there's an oil down. So. There you go.
Oh, look at that, mate! Your turbo is bigger than the engine.
Yep.
There's a rotary block there, and do you know much about the turbo? It's a Garrett.
You know, I do not. It's a GTX 55.
55.
It's a big boy.
It's a massive turbo, and you can obviously hear it spool and everything. Would you take this out on the street?
No. The wife's actually driven around the block at home, but no, it's not registered.
When you say around the block, you mean a private road? You know, it's
yes.
It's
Depends
private in Mexico.
Yes, absolutely. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your daily?
I've got a Silverado.
I've got an RX-7 and you got a Silverado.
Well, her RX-7 is also a drag car, so.
Ah, fair enough. Everyone's got a drag car these days, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And have you gone out before?
Yeah.
So, like today? Or is this your first pass today?
No. We've done 5 passes today. So we went out last week.
Yep.
We blew the diff center. We've
Okay.
changed the ratios.
Yep.
And now we're just getting it all sorted
Yep.
with the new ratios. And
And you got NOS system in there as well?
the NOS, is in the door. That's just because it's auto, so that's just to get it up on the converter.
Does it help it spool up?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the shot of NOS that you put in there? They don't tell you?
No, they don't.
Mate, they don't tell you anything, do they?
They just give me the bills and I pay the bills.
Sit in the car and then that's it.
Hey, the car's done 740, so...
You're not complaining?
That's it.
Nah, it's awesome. Well, thanks very much for your time, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. All right, good luck out there.
Thanks a lot.
That's very cool. So if you, for all you MX-5 enthusiasts out there, this is a real MX-5. Your MX-5's a fake. And it's also in the world. It's the quickest, what, bro, you should have told me that before. So it's quickest MX-5 in the world. Certainly looks fast. And then we have JJ here. How you going, mate? It's been a minute. Here, hold this mic.
All right, you want me to hold this?
Yep. All right, so this is JJ. This is the Overlord.
The Overlord, that's the one.
Well, why don't you boys come
Yeah,
over
Dave,
here as well?
Dave.
Come here.
Dave, come here.
All of yous.
No, he got me, left me with it.
That's all right. Yeah.
Yes, I remember that. Back in the day,
He took me down. Back when roll racing was unheard of, and there used to be like 5-10 cars there, and this was probably the quickest car
Back then,
at that
it was
time.
one of the quickest ones, yeah.
And how much horsepower was it running then?
Then it was making, with the RB26, it was probably at like 700 horsepower.
And
then we went 2.8 litre with a sequential and it made it 1,050.
Yep.
And now we don't know.
You don't know.
No.
You just send it, right?
Yeah, it's a soft tune, as you say.
Yeah, a lazy tune.
A lazy tune.
That's the one. Yeah. So I saw your Instagram. He's got this really nice lobster tail hanging out the side here, and you can take this on the street, can't you? This car.
A couple changes, and yeah, that exhaust needs to come off. You know,
Yep.
Otherwise I'll burn some cars on the stuff.
You can just clip it off.
Yeah, it's just a V-band. It'll come off.
Yeah.
Get a full exhaust on. I'll take the parachutes out, and we're ready to go.
Swap the rear tires as well. Or
I'll drive with that. That's fine.
Drive with that.
Yeah,
That's all right.
Fine, yeah.
That's not too bad. Mate, the car's come a long way since I sat in it.
Yes.
You've got a full cage in there. You've got tiller
it's got
seats.
a full roll cage, full tech now, twin chutes, all the belly pans, everything you need to run. Bottom sixes now, maybe.
Bottom sixes.
Yeah. Or not bottom sixes, about
bottom
sevens. Bottom sevens.
Bottom
Yeah,
sevens.
Sixes, top
6 to
yeah.
7. What?
That's it, yeah.
Mate, anything under
anything under 8.0 is pretty quick.
Yeah. And you're the driver as well?
Yes, of course, yeah.
He practiced at roll racing and then now he's taking it onto the prep surface.
That's the one, yeah.
Good luck out there. Thanks for your time.
Thank
Your mates left you? All right.
Yes, they all left me now. I've got to somehow get this car to the start line.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, bro.
No worries.